flying a chopper now to some of the remote areas to actually check on the people because we have no way of getting there by road.
501 to Central. If there's any agency available, I know everybody's stacked up, but we need help. It is coming into the hospital now. We need help now.
501, I believe 1701's on the phone or talking with some people trying to get some extra help out there, and we're getting everything we can.
It was a sight for sore eyes. At that point, I was like, hey, we got a chance of getting these lives off this roof.
The helicopter rescue from the top of Unicoi County Hospital was one of the most dramatic first images of the horror of Helene. It's one that people who are there try every day to forget.
As I come to work each morning or even days on off, that's the first thing I see is the destruction. I see the hospital. That memory comes back of what happened that day.
You're just coming in. Unicoi County Hospital is closed. We heard that. They're in Irwin. They are suspending operations right now. The sheriff telling me a moment ago they are evacuating that. We're learning that the hospital's 11 patients are being transferred to a nearby hospital.
The morning of September 27th, 2024, Emergency Management Director Jimmy Irwin says he checked river levels and held a meeting at the hospital, but he had no idea what was coming next.
It became kind of a gut feeling that we need to go ahead and evacuate.
EMS Chief Rebecca Harrison was one of the first responders charged with the task.
So we're all there, we're all loading up patients, putting them in the trucks, and when we started out, I was the middle truck. Tim Roberts was in front of me. When he ran in the corner trying to exit the hospital, the back end of the water just picked the back of his truck up, and I was like, well, this is not good.
Harrison says her crew returned to the hospital to come up with Plan B.
That was just when all heck broke loose. I mean, water just came from everywhere. I think the back wall gave in, the water came in the doors. It was just water, sand, and mud, and it was just like sucking your feet in. Just wouldn't even, you couldn't hardly move. The alarms were going off, people were crying, the patients were crying.
That's when they remembered the fire department had brought an engine.
They had a ladder. Fire trucks have ladders. I'm so thankful.
And as the water kept coming up, even as it got up to my waist before I got on the roof, my constant feeling was, it can't get no worse than this. We've never seen this before. It can't get any worse than this.
Any able-bodied person to carry another body up, that we were carrying them up the ladders, Dr. Sutherland had patients on his shoulders just carrying him up.
When you're on the roof, do you know that the helicopter's coming?
No, we were told there is no help coming, none. And there were trees coming by the size of tractor and trailers. There were multiple caskets, there were propane tanks, the radio station came by, houses were floating by. Because we were waiting, for one of them just to nail the hospital, and apparently one of them did.
You would have to yell at someone when you were 6 inches away from them because the river was so loud. It was like it was mad and roaring. The sounds coming off that river. It was like a constant train just blowing by.
Despite the desperate situation, first responders who were there say their training kicked in.
My main concern was, in my opinion, all them lives belonged to me. I had to get them off the roof because I was the EMA director.
But you're on the roof too.
Yeah.
Is there a moment where you're thinking that this may be it for you?
Yeah, there was several moments. you know, you got to be a leader, and didn't want to show it to none of them because let them know that I was scared, but I was just as scared as everybody else was. I had called my wife and kind of said, hey, we might not make it, you know, love you. Call my son, call my dad, said, hey, we're in a bad predicament. This ain't what I predicted today, but hey, things are gonna work out. You know, I'll call you as soon as I get off this roof. Try to stay positive.
Then they saw their rescuers in the distance. The nearest helicopters that day were Virginia State Police, and they were coming.
I think you could just hear a big sigh of relief at that point, you know, just like we're going to make it, we're going to make it, we're going to make it.
Came in on the hospital, we had patients in the hospital. The chief of police, along with my nephew Josh Allis and some more, was able to get the patients to the top floor and on the roof.
One by one, first the patients, then staff, then first responders, loaded up into the helicopters to return to dry land. That's when these first responders first realized the scale of Helene's impact and began the long road to repair this community. And when we talk about when Helene happened, is Helene a moment in time a year ago, or are we still in when Helene happened?
I ask that you continue to keep our people in Unicoi County, our families, our residents, in your prayers. Many of the first responders who are working right now do not have water. They don't have electricity. And they're leaving their families to come help others. So ask for your prayers and continue to work with us in the days to come, and we're going to do the best we can for Unicoi County.
I think we're still in the Helene happened. So many people are still struggling to get back to what they called normal at that time. I don't know if we'll ever get back to that, but people's lives have changed.
We're rebuilding. Is it fast? No, but we're getting there, and we're going to be better than we were before.
In Irwin, Caleb Perney, News 5, WCYB.